Let's talk about the reality of Airbnb in 2023. Hey everyone, my name is Jorge Contreras and I have grown my Airbnb portfolio to over six figures a month, and I've been operating short-term rentals since 2017, and I want to share with you my beliefs about Airbnbs in 2023. But before we do, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Are you considering starting a short-term rental in 2023 but don't know whether right now is a good time or not? Well, let's break it down. I want to focus this video on two main things: the rental market for those subleasing and the purchasing market for those who are looking to actually buy real estate. I believe that in 2023 we will see rents start to come down. Why? A lot of people are actually going to start co-living again, or moving back in with their parents, or finding ways to cut down on their living expenses. And almost everyone's largest expense is their rent or their mortgage payment. And one of the things that we noticed in 2020 when everything was going on is that people were co-living because it was helping them keep their costs lower. And then in 2021, 2022, people started to go out and get their own spaces. But I believe in 2023, a lot of people will start co-living with each other so that they can save on their monthly expenses. And what that is going to do, it's going to drive prices down in the rental market. And I also believe that properties will stay on the market longer days before they get leased out to anybody. This is just based on supply and demand. Of course, once we pass the recession, the average recession is 18 months. The recession started in July of 2022, which means that technically, if we're following the math correctly, around January of 2024, the recession should be done. But again, that's just the average. It could be less, or it could be more, or it could be just about 18 months, which is the average. But I believe during this time period in 2023, rental markets will come down, which will only give a competitive advantage for those looking to sublease, because prices are going to be lower and you will likely be able to negotiate a great lease, maybe not even just for 1 year, but maybe 2 years or 3 years, and be able to get maybe 15, 20, 25% lower than their peak prices in 2022. Now, if you're going to be subleasing, I do recommend that you have 3 to 6 months of cushion, just because you never know, right? Like, I know that this is a great opportunity. At the same time, you want to be cautious. You want to make sure you have cushion. You want to make sure you have exit strategies, and you're not relying that every month is going to be profitable from the beginning. And for that reason, you want to make sure you have some cushion. I recommend 3 to 6 months of rent cost, just to make sure that you are in the green. Now, when it comes to the purchasing side of the market, I believe that in the first quarter of 2023, interest rates will continue to go up, which means home prices will only continue to come down. Now, based on what the Fed is saying, they're saying that they will continue to raise interest rates this year in 2023. Now, I believe, this is just my opinion, okay, that in the third and fourth quarter of 2023, I believe interest rates will start to come down. How much? Who knows? But I do believe they'll start to come down, and then I believe in 2024 they will really start to come down. The third and fourth quarter of 2023 and then going into 2024, I believe is going to be probably one of the greatest times in history to be able to purchase real estate at great prices and great interest rates. I do believe it will be 2010, 11, and 12 all over again, which back then you could get home prices for half or a third of what they are today at a 2.5 to like 3.5 interest rates. I do believe we will get somewhere in that vicinity. Who knows if it'll be that great, but I think we'll get pretty close just because of how crazy the economy is right now. I believe that right now is the best time to do a few things. Number one, you've got to be acquiring the right knowledge, the right skills, so that as these opportunities are presented, you can take action on them. Because when these opportunities are presented, and they will, if you don't have the right knowledge, you don't know what to do with these opportunities, you're going to miss out and wait on the sidelines. So you want to make sure that you are educating yourself about short-term rentals and real estate investing in general. To do that, you have a couple options, right? Yes, you could watch hundreds of hours of YouTube, and hey, YouTube is amazing. At the same time, YouTube doesn't talk back. So what I've done over the years is I've always found a mentor who already had the results and outcome that I desire. Of course, this takes money. So if you don't have the finances, that's totally fine. But one way to speed up your results and your progress is to find someone who already has a proven method and just learn from them. And this goes for any industry. It doesn't matter what type of business you want to go into. Now, other than a mentor and the right skills, you need a community of like-minded people who are on the same journey. As an entrepreneur, 15 years now, I know what it's like to not fit in, because everybody else is like a 9-to-5er, which is totally fine. But sometimes 9-to-5ers, they want safety and security. We're entrepreneurs. We want growth. We want to take risks. We want to take chances. We want to continue to grow in our personal development. Not that 9-to-5ers don't, but we just have a different mindset when it comes to entrepreneurship, right? And I believe it's so great to belong and be a part of a community of like-minded people who want to see you become the greatest version of yourself and who support you unconditionally. I believe that by implementing those three things, the skills, the mentor, and the community, it's going to help position you so that you can really go to the next level during this recession, because I believe that more millionaires will be created during this recession than any other time in history. Now, that being said, I believe 2023 will create some great opportunities for purchasing and for subleasing, but you have to make sure you're buying properties at a great price and seeing what type of loan options where you can get a better interest rate than just going to one of the big banks. Because a lot of times some of the big banks like B of A and Wells Fargo, Chase, if you don't fit in their box, they won't finance you and they will give you higher interest rates than if you go with a mortgage broker. That's just my experience. And so for acquiring properties in 2023, you have to be very calculated. You have to get into the right properties in the right cities in the right location with the right amenities. You have to have a great pricing strategy. And all of these things will help you be profitable in 2023. Now, in 2022, 2021, anyone and their grandma and their dog could have launched an Airbnb and could have been profitable, like almost anywhere. But I believe that's changed in 2023. You need a very specific roadmap in order to implement this correctly. I would love to know your thoughts in the comments down below, and make sure you guys smash the like button because it truly helps the YouTube algorithm. Also, I'm hosting a 5-day training where you are going to learn more in 5 days than you have in the last 5 years about starting and automating Airbnbs. Just click on the link below and check out that 5-day training, and check out one of my other videos here before you guys go anywhere. Peace.